Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. So in this video, we would like to presentation. The program study is the study program is cross cultural understanding, and the material is English around the world. So before we start the discussion, we would like to introduce ourselves. My name is Fatih Abqari, and my friend is.
My name is Salwa Andrian, and today I would like to present our group discussion about English around the world. In this topic, we learned that English is used in many different countries. Vary in different countries, and each country has its own variety of English. In our discussion, we look at several English varieties such as British English, American English, Australian English, Indian English, Singaporean English, and Philippines English. Um, Even though they're all English, there are some differences in pronunciation, vocabulary, spelling, expression, politeness, style, and also cultural influence.
So, for example, in pronunciation, British English often does not pronounce the R sound at the end of the words, while American English usually pronounces the R sound clearly. Australian English has more relaxed vowel sounds, while Indian and Singapore English can be influenced by local language. In vocabulary, different countries sometimes use different words for the same meaning. For example, British English uses the word flat and lorry, while American English uses apartment and truck. Australian English also uses informal words such as mate or Barbie.
Okay, but in spelling, some varieties follow British spelling and some follow American spelling. Australian English, Indian English, and Singaporean English usually follow British English, such as color and center. Meanwhile, Philippine English usually follows American spelling, such as color and center. But in daily expression, people also use different expression in conversation. For example, British people often say cheers to say thank you, while Americans often say what's up or awesome in casual conversation.
And another important aspect is politeness style. British English tends to be more indirect and formal. In contrast, American English is usually more direct but still friendly. In Indian and Philippine English, politeness is often influenced by cultural values such as respect for older people. Cultural also plays an important role in shaping how English is used. For example, British English is influenced by British tradition and history, while American English is influenced by multicultural society and immigrant cultures.
Okay. Guided discussions. Wait, I will. Okay. Guided discussion answer. From our discussion, we also answer several questions. The first one, British English seems okay. The first one is which variety seems most formal and while. So which is that British English seems to be the most formal variety because it often uses polite and indirect expression in conversation. The second is which variety seems most informal and why? Okay, we decide that Australian English seems to be the most informal because people often use relaxed language and slang in daily conversation. And the third is Which vocabulary items are new or surprising to you? Some vocabulary items that were new or surprising for us are prepon from Indian English and kopitiam from Singaporean English. And the fourth is, okay, next Fatih.
And the fourth is we found that Australian English, Indian English, and Singaporean English follow British spelling, while Philippine English follows American spelling. And the fifth is cultural influence politeness in each variety. For example, British English tends to be indirect, while Indian and Philippine English often emphasize respect, especially when speaking to older people. Six, American English is the easiest variety for me to understand because I often hear it in movies, music, and social media. Lanjut, Solo.
Okay. The last one is, what do you think? There is only one correct English. And explain your answer. Okay, we decide that no, we don't agree about that. We don't think like there is only one correct English in this world because English is used in many different countries and each country has its own variety influenced by culture, history, and local language. As long as the language is used correctly and can be understood, different varieties of English are also valid. Okay? Um, Now we talk about comparative analysis. British versus American. After comparing all the varieties, we focus more closely on British English and American English. Both varieties are similar because they use the same language and can be understood by English speakers. However, they have some differences. For example, in pronunciation, British English often does not pronounce the R sound at the end of the words, while American English pronounces it clearly. But in vocabulary, British English uses words like flat and lorry, while American English uses apartment and truck. In spelling, British English uses color and center, while American English uses color and center. Okay, Fatih, next.
And in expression, British people often say cheers or you alright, while Americans commonly say what's up. And in polite style, British English tends to be more indirect and formal, while American English is more direct and casual. This difference mainly happened because of historical development and cultural difference between the UK and the United States.
Okay.
Okay, Salwa?
Um, So, guys, in the conclusion, English is a global language with many varieties. Each variety reflects the culture and identity of the people who use it. Because of what, we can say that there is not only one correct English in this world. All of English language is valid. So, that's all of the our presentation. Thank you for your attention.
And Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Okay, thank you, Fatih.